Hi, everybody. This is Miss O, and I'm going to help you out with the worksheet that we're going to do today. And then tomorrow you'll do it by yourself. And then on Wednesday, we'll have a test on almost the same stuff. So let me share my screen. And I just want to say that I care about you. I want you to do great. And so I'm giving you all the tools that you need to do a great job. You are awesome. I love each one of you individually, sometimes as a group, not so much. So let's get started. All right, so this is not a test today. This is the review. All right, so the first one that you can see is an angle. Of course, you need to write your name in the obvious location. And the first one is an angle. Now you see that it has right, it has acute, and it has obtuse, right? And so right angle is, remember from your chopsticks, popsicle sticks, a right angle is a corner. It's a regular corner. It's the same as a piece of paper. It's the same as your desk. Anything that is a corner is a right angle. So let's look at this one. Is it a right angle? No, right? So an acute angle is small, smaller than a right angle. Is this one smaller? Or an obtuse angle is bigger, bigger than a right angle. And that's all you need to know. So this angle, is it right? Is it acute or is it obtuse? Obviously, it is acute, and so you will circle acute. So let's do it. Boom. Okay, so that's what you need to know about angles. So tomorrow, maybe I'll give you a right angle or an obtuse angle, or maybe another acute angle. It's so cute, right? It's cute. Second one is a triangle, and we'll look at this. Isosceles triangles, scalene triangles, and equilateral triangles. So an isosceles triangle has two sides the same. Two are the same, and only two, right? And a scalene triangle is none of them are the same. And then you can see this one says equilateral. Guess what? So scalene is none are the same. And equilateral is all of them are the same. So what does it look like to you, right? It looks like they're all the same. And so you're gonna circle equilateral. All right, I hope this is easy for you so far. All right, I'm gonna scroll down to the next one. You've done this before. This one, it says right here, it wants you to draw a cube. Draw a cube. Everybody sees that? So here's the instructions, draw a cube. So you can do it. You can make a big one, a giant one. But am I finished? No. All right, so let me do a small one. Just go from here to here. Go through the diagonals. And this one has to go diagonal also. And then we attach the sides. So that's a small cube. You can certainly also make a big cube if you want to, right? You can make it, remember it has to be the same number. And then it doesn't matter how many you go back, right? You could do that, or you could make it 5 by 5. Or you could make a giant one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then just a little bit up and this way. And 5. and 5, right? So this is a cube. All right, so that's drawing a cube. It doesn't matter if it's tiny or giant. There's a cube inside a cube. All right, the next one is how big is a cube? Draw this cube. Oh, no, it's not. It's how big is this cube? Sorry. So this one, it's for you, it says 6 today, 6 and 6. Another day, it might have different numbers, right? Even if it only has one number, you know what it is because it's a cube. And so all the numbers are the same. Okay, so it could be anything. How do we solve this? We have to say 6 times 6 times 6, right? It's length times width times height. But if it's a cube, they're always going to be the same. Okay, so with length times width times height, we need, this is difficult, 6 times 6 is 36, right? Times another 6. So I'm going to do a 6 here. What's 6 times 6 is 36. And then I put a little 3 up here. And 6 times 3 is 18, 19, 20, 21. And that's the answer, 216 cube, whatever it is, right? So it might be centimeters, it might be miles, right? We don't know. Okay, so that's the answer. Number 5, I really hope you know this by now, but it's not too late if you don't. Use less than or greater than or equals. Super basic, super important to understand these things. We use them all the time. Okay, so what do we have? 3 and 4. So we have to use one of these. So I have to choose which one is correct. Which one's bigger, 3 or 4? 4 is bigger, so I put the big side next to the 4. The big side next to the 4. All right, I'm gonna erase. All right, now, all right, this is called a Venn diagram, and it's your job to draw the letter M in this Venn diagram, right? M for Ms. O, right? So the letter M in here. So we see here it says curved. These letters are curved. These letters are curved. The C is curved. The O is a circle. It's very curved. And the S is super curvy, right? It's the opposite of straight, which is all the lines are straight. X is straight. The H is straight. The T is straight. But what about this in between? We have the Q has some curved parts and some straight parts. Same with the P. Some is straight, some is curved, also B. So I want to put the letter M in this diagram. So I have to draw it in the correct place. Should I put it here? Does it have both? No, it is all straight. So I put it over there, right? Otherwise, you could put it here or here, but no, the M has to be here. Okay, all right. I hope you're having fun with this video. You don't have to circle it, okay? Next one. The next one is this triangle, as you can see, and it says all triangles have. So for triangles, what we need to do is we need to, we need to add up the triangle's corners, right? The angles of the triangle. So here we have 100 and 30 and 50. A is 100, B is 30, C is 50. We just have to add them up. I know you can do this easily. 100 plus 30 right, is 130, right, plus 50, right? So 0 plus 0 is 0. 3 plus 5 is 8. And 1 is 1. So all triangles have 180. And if we look at this one, we can see it is also true. Right? See, look at number 7. Same thing. Same thing. All right. Now for this one, it says what number is missing, but on yours, it has a missing one. On mine, it doesn't. I made a mistake. All right. So let me show you which number is missing. And if you don't know, let me show you how you would do it. Okay, so you don't have this one, right? So you know it's 180, right? We know that from over here. It's always 180. So what's 60 plus 60? 60 plus 60, or 60 times 2, is going to be 120. So 120. Should I have plus or minus here? Minus. And so the answer is 60. And so that's the number that is missing. And you see it has a little degrees, 60 degrees. When we're talking about triangles, we say degrees. So we'll look at this. Okay, good. Now we're doing multiplication of fractions. We studied this recently, and we remember that we're going to take the numerator times the number if it's a solid number, right? So what's 1 times 3 is 3. And then we say 2 because the denominator doesn't change. 3 2s is the answer. 3 2s, or 3 seconds, or 3 halves. And then I see this equals, and I say, oh, what is 3 minus 2 is 1. So I have 1. Oops. I have 1. And then I also have 1/2, right? Because how many 2s are in 3? 1, right? Because 2 2s is 4. So it's 1. And how many are left? 3 minus 2 is 1. So this question is for this number 1. All right. Number 10 is vocabulary. I need you to know this. Number 1 here, or number 10, the number 1 here is the numerator on top. Is it the denominator on the bottom? Or is it the fraction? Just the number 1 is not a fraction. So what is it? Is it on the top or the bottom? And the answer is numerator. Okay? Oops. Let me clear this all so you can see it better. All right. Next one is 6 times 1/6. We're doing the same thing that we did in number 9. 6 times the numerator. So 6 times 1 is 6. And then the denominator doesn't change. So it's 6 6. But is that one of the answers? No. So what is the same of the same? Right? The same numerator and the same denominator every time. That is always 1. Okay? So 6 6 is 1. Because how many 6s are there? 1. 1 6. Okay? Let me move it up so you can see. Number 12. Almost done. Are you happy? Okay. Oops. Sorry. Number 12. All right. 5 over 1. 5 over 1. What is that? Is it 5? Is it 1? Is it 5? Is it 1? Is it 25? Or is it 1/5? Right? So always we have learned that the one that's on the top is, if it's a bigger number, then the number is bigger than 1. So it's not 1/5. So if it's 5 over 1, it is 5. So please write the answer here is 5. Number 13, where is 1/2? Right here we have the whole line, and where is 1/2? All right, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4, but we can easily just say we know what a half is. We've been to the world and we can see that this one is the half right here. And so let's say it is here. Now, more difficult, number 14, where is 3/4? Where is 3/4? So here we have, how many spots do we have? Right, 1, 2, 3, 4. We have 4 quarters. And so we just need 3 of them. So which one could it be? Of course, it's the third one, not this one, not this one, this one. 3/4 is here. You can put a star, or you can draw a circle, or you can mark all of it up until 3/4, right? That is 3/4 is all of this area. All right, number 15, color 1/3. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and I need 1/3 of them. So this is 3, this is 3, this is 3. So you can either do this, that's 1/3, because it's all 1/3 of that, right? Or I could also easily do a different 1/3. Here's 1/3 also, the same thing. All right, so both of those would be 1/3. Number 16, we're getting a little more difficult. I could make this bigger. Yes. So what is 1/2 times 3/5? Right? What is 1/2 times 3/5? We're looking at this numbers. And for multiplication, all we do is we multiply the 2 top numbers, and then we multiply the 2 bottom numbers. So let's start with the top 2 numbers. What's 1 times 3 is 3. What's 2 times 5 is 5 plus 5 is 10. And that's the answer for this one. Okay, so 3 tenths. Can we make it smaller? No, because 10 divided by 3, that's not what we're doing. This is 3 divided by tenths, so we keep it small. Are they both factors? No. All right. Same thing for number 17. What is 1/3 times 3/4? So first we say 1 times 3 is 3. And then again, I told you this earlier, I think this is the most popular multiplication. 3 times 4, you need to know it, is 12. All right. Now, another way to do this is to say, oh, I see a 3 here and I see a 3 here. And so I could just say it is 1/4. Or I could look at this and I could say 12 divided by 3 is 4 and 1, right? So 3, 3, 3, right? Sorry, 3, 3, 3 is 4, so it's 1/4. Okay, but it's super important that you have the 3/12. If you reduce it, that's great. Number 18, we're going to use less than, greater than, or equal to, and we can check it out. Which one is bigger? And we don't even have to do the math. What is bigger? 3 times 3/4 or 5 times 3/4? Which one's bigger, right? This and this are the same. So which one's bigger? 3 or 5? And again, put the big side, the open side, next to the big number. Sounds good, right? Okay, same thing here. Less than, greater than, or equal to. 100 is a big number and 5 is not so big. So we don't even have to do the math. We can just estimate and say 100 is bigger than 5. Last one. Last one. Are you guys ready? All right. Oops, let me get rid of that. All right, it is 1/8 plus 3/8. And we have this thing. How many does it have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, good. It has 8. You see that 1 is 8/8, right? Any number the same on the numerator and the denominator is always going to be the same. So we have 1/8. So I'm going to start there. 1/8, and I'm going to add 3/8. So all I have to do is go 1, 2, 3. Okay, those are jumps or hops. And so the answer is this one. What is it? Let's see. It is 1/8. Oops. It is, right? It is 1/8, 2/8, 3/8, 4/8. So that's the answer. Let me show you again. 1/8, 2/8, 3/8, 4/8, 5/8, 6/8. What do you think? Right? What's the last one? Of course, you know, and I showed you already. This is 8/8. So that's how you do this worksheet. It didn't take very long, and I hope you followed along. If not, you can rewind the video. Okay, bye-bye, guys. Have a good afternoon. I'll see you in real life right now.